We haven't really just covered the basics on like what is dehydration or like what it means to be hydrated. So can we talk a little bit about that? Maybe first starting with, what when we say, oh, you need to hydrate or I'm hydrated, what does that mean? And then on the opposite end, what does it mean to be dehydrated?
So I think this is where most of the confusion lies in the definition of what's dehydrated and what's hydrated. So there are three main definitions of dehydration. The first is the clinical diagnosis of dehydration, which is the one that people in the medical field use. And that's when you take your blood. If your blood sodium concentration is within 135 to 145, that's like normal hydration. That's what your body's going to defend. That's like what 98% of us are going to be at. So that's the, we have to draw your blood and see what, if the blood sodium is above 145, then your cells start to shrink because of that osmotic process. And that's what we call cellular dehydration. The second definition of dehydration is the one that we use in sports medicine. So the definition that we use in sports medicine is 2% drop from initial body weight. So again, if you go below 2% on your scale, oh my God, you're dehydrated. Or if your urine is less than clear. And so you get you with your dipsticks, if it's less than like 1.20, then that's you're dehydrated by your urine and your body weight. And again, too, the nice thing about that is it's not invasive. Nobody likes their blood drawn. And then there's the commercial definition of dehydration. This is where we all get confused. It's when the bottle companies sent out a survey, and the first survey was put up by the International Water Bottle Association, and they polled 3,000 people, and they said, "Do you drink 8 glasses of water? Not anything else. 8 glasses of water per day." And about 50 to 75% said sorry. So again, if you didn't drink 8 glasses of water per day, you were dehydrated. And so this is where the figure, oh my God, everyone, 50 to 75% of people are walking around dehydrated. It's based on a survey that wasn't even published. It actually came out as a news release. So there are 3 main definitions of dehydration that are used. And so there's one term that can reflect 8 glasses of water per day, or loss of 2% body weight or less than clear urine, or blood sodium concentration below 145. So again, too, there's 3 different definitions, but they all have different ramifications in terms of the recommendations that we give. So if we use the clinical diagnosis of dehydration, which is your blood sodium concentration, if it's above 145, your cells start to shrink like raisins. Then you start to get thirsty before that. And so again, if we use clinical dehydration with a blood test as the term, we say drink when you're thirsty. In sports medicine, if we use 2% body weight or less than clear urine, we say you have to drink before you get thirsty, because that's your metric. You have to drink above thirst to meet that criteria. So that's where it becomes very confusing. And then again, to the last criteria, which we see in more of the lay population than you do athletic, is like, yeah, that's why you have to drink 8 glasses. Like that's the threshold for like everybody for like nirvana health, great brain function, you're not going to be obese. But again, to what's the definition? This is where the confusion is. And this is where people don't understand that there are differences.